Hello, all. Welcome back to the Football Fan Zone. Lots of talks going on about Salah, Mohamed Salah of Liverpool, and whether or not he should sign a new contract, or whether or not Liverpool should be giving him one. There are 5 reasons why I think this is more difficult than it sounds. It really isn't just a case of offering a new contract. So let's go into those 5 reasons here on the Football Fan Zone. Number one, wages. It's been reported that Salah earns roughly 200 grand a week at the moment. He's currently got 2 years left, or this season and next season's on his contract. He's reportedly asking for £500,000 a week, £500,000 a week. And so there's reason number one why it's very difficult to get these contracts, to offer a contract because of this just sheer amount of money that's involved. It's not just a case of, okay, we'll get that deal done. So that's your first reason why it's difficult to get this deal done. Second problem, or second complication within this, and that is the length of contract. As I said, Salah's company got 2 seasons, this season and next season, on this contract. But if Liverpool are going to offer him a new contract, people like Van Dijk are contracted till 2025. I would argue Salah's probably going to want a similar length contract. He'll want to be there to at least then. You're looking at a 4-year contract. And because of Salah's age, he is currently 29. He'll be 30 at the start of next season. That means that he'll be in contract until he's at least 34. Do you want to be paying a 33 to 34-year-olds £500,000 a week? And you can look at situations at other clubs like Aubameyang, who's on 350 grand a week at Arsenal, and he's 31, and he's not playing like a player who's 28, 29 anymore. Clearly, age is starting to catch up with him. And this is what happens. And now Arsenal have got to put up with having him for yet another year, even next year, when he's going to be 32, 33. And they've got to put up with paying him 350 grand a week. Do Liverpool want to be stuck in a situation where they're paying a 33-year-old, 34-year-old £500,000 a week? In other words, is Salah still going to be performing at 33, 34 to what he's at 29? The odds suggest probably not. Okay, the third reason which makes this a complicated deal is how this affects wages for other players, the rise in wages in other players. Now, if Salah did sign a contract for reportedly £500,000 or £500,000 a week, sorry, 500 grand a week, what does that mean for other players? Now, Firmino and Mane and Keita all have their contracts up for renewal in the same year as Salah, as it stands. All their contracts expire on the same year. Now, if you're Mane, for example, and Salah's just been offered a new contract at £500,000 a week, Mane is the same age as Salah. He's currently 29. He will also be 30 by next summer. I think he turns 30 in June. And so all of a sudden they're going to say, well, hang on a minute, if you're going to pay Salah £500,000 a week on a 4-year contract, then I should be getting 250 grand a week, 300 grand a week, whatever. And so that causes an uplift in wages all across the squad. Not just their contracts, but other contracts as well, as they get renewed and so on. And players will be demanding. So you'll get players on 50 grand a week saying, I want 80. You'll get players on 100 saying, I want 140. You've got players on 160 saying, I want 200, 220, because it causes a whole uplift. So all of a sudden, the 500 grand a week, which is about 15 million quid a year, suddenly becomes a 30, 40, 50 million pound a year for that one contract because of all the uplifts and all the other players' contracts. So it's very expensive. So that's reason number 3 why I think this deal is more complicated than it sounds. The fourth reason that makes this complicated is because this could affect future signings. Now, again, we talked about contracts with current players there, renewal of contracts, and how paying Salah £500,000 a week could cause an uplift there. But it will also cause an uplift for players coming in. If Liverpool want to go and buy a new striker, perhaps a younger striker, or if they want to buy a new midfielder, a new defender, etc., etc., all of a sudden, any player they go for who's of significant quality, the first thing that a player's going to say is, hang on a minute, you've got a player there who's 32, 33 on £500,000 a week. My client, since what you'll do if you're an agent, my client should be getting at least half of that. It's 250 grand a week. And really, you know, no one else will pay him 250 grand a week, but Liverpool can't not pay that person 250 grand a week because they're paying Salah £500,000 a week. So it makes it difficult to get the targets they want because of the wage demands that would come with it. And that could affect how they rebuild a squad that is going to need rebuilding over the next couple of years. They've got an ageing squad. Mane's 29, going to be 30 next summer. Firmino has just turned 30, so he'll be turning 31 at the start, towards the start, you know, in the first couple of months of next season. Like we said, Salah's 29, he'll be 30 at the start of the summer. Milner, Henderson, Van Dijk. I mean, these are all players in their 30s or very quickly approaching their 30s. So they've got Alisson as well as another one. So they've got, there's a rebuild that's going to have to happen over the next 2 or 3 years. Having players on £500,000 a week at 32, 33 really makes it difficult to have that rebuild, because it'd be very expensive to bring players in purely because of the wages that you would need to pay them. And the fifth and final reason why this is a complicated deal is, with Salah currently demanding £500,000 a week in wages, given that the sheer size of what he's asking for, does he actually want? Is he asking for something he knows Liverpool can't give him? Is that a sign that he's not interested in signing the contract? He's quite happy to listen to other offers. Perhaps he wants to go to La Liga, play for Spain, play in Spain, play for Real Madrid or someone like that. Perhaps he wants to go to Bayern Munich. I mean, it's the question I would ask is, if you're asking for something that you know a club can't possibly pay you, I would argue whether or not that player really, you know, whether there's genuine interest in signing a new contract, my personal opinion. So that's the fifth reason why I think this is a complicated deal. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it's not as simple as a lot of people have made out, just offer him a contract, pay him what he asked for and so on. It's just not that simple. There are a lot more things you have to take on board. And again, there's no guarantee after all of that they'll even sign it. So there we go. There are my 5 reasons why I think this is a really complicated deal to pull off. And I think Liverpool have got a lot of things to work out and resolve before a deal can happen. If you agree with me, let me know what you think in the comment section. Perhaps you disagree. Perhaps you think he is going to sign. No problem whatsoever. Let me know what you think. The comment sections are there. I leave them open for you to put in add some what you want. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you like the video, don't forget to click that like button. Also, if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. It's free of charge. I don't charge a membership on this channel. There is no membership fees. It's completely free to subscribe, and it really helps the channel out. And I'll see you all again on the next one. Take care.